Greetings, Ms. Country. My name is Yugendran Sivakumaran and my uni essay ID is 1100785555 and my Taylor's ID is 0303859. And today I'm going to show you my proposal for assignment 2 and assignment 3. So, for my assignment 2, I have a title, and the title is called A Qualitative Study on Intranet as a Choice of Communication Within an Organization. My introduction. Technology is rapidly advancing and many organizations have began to adapt the new way of communication as this method is cost and time efficient. It does make it more productive. So compared to the old means of communication, this technological advanced system would be working on real time and you get more and delivered to the respective member of the organization almost instantly. Intranet is a private computer network that uses the same technology as the intranet, but intranet is an internal network as opposed to the internet. So, however, this is not to be confused because the internet is an open public network, but the intranet is a closed network within an organization. So, the approach that I'm going to be using is the technological processes from the Miller book, topic 13, and the model that I'm going to use is the media relations model, because this model is about the choice of communication that organizations use as a medium as proposed by Dev and Langle. So for instance, this model is about how managers choose one communication medium over another from various organizational tasks. For instance, face-to-face communication, they have intranet, they have memos, they have phone calls, they have emails, and etc. So this model helps my study towards understanding the organization that I wish to do my study on, whether do they practice this particular model of communication. So the literature review. I picked 4 particular journals that could help my studies, and this is one of them. Information Technology and Restructuring in Public Organization. Does this adaptation of information technology affect organizational structures, communication, and decision making? The reason why I chose this particular journal is because this journal is about the adaptation and use of information technology, IT, in organization as it affects communication structure. So this will have my research as a point of reference because this research was oh my god, it's quite a mouthful. Research was conducted in a Western-based organization and thus adapting new information in an Asian-based organization. For instance, the organization that I chose was Media Prima. So does this affect? So the next journal will be Intra-Organizational Communication with Intranet by Live Internet. So this journal will help me identify in the organization that I've chosen whether they disseminate policies, documents, memos, and all the other documents via intranet. Plus, this method supports collaboration, interaction, and real-time sharing of corporate information across boundaries and organizational levels. So the next one will be Intranet Impact by Passmore David. This journal was particularly about intranet. How is it utilized in corporate organization? Does intranet has the capability of inducing employee performance growth? So the next journal is, last but not least, the 4th journal is Corporate Intranet Implementation, Managing Emerging Technologies and Organization Practices by Bensler, Damsker, Shepard, R. Haven, and Thomason. This journal examined the adaptation of intranet in large business corporations that are similar to the organization that I've chosen. This journal also demonstrates how IT introduced a new post of managerial and technical development in the organization structure in communication. So the particular organization I chose is Media Prima. The organization I've chosen to conduct my study is a large major cable network in Malaysia, and also they kind of monopolize the printing and radio airwaves. Media Prima is a large corporation that has many branches all around the world. Therefore, I decided to conduct my research on their intranet communication system and how the organization communicate with their employees. So these are my research questions, or before that, the methodology. The methodology is through interview. I'm going to interview 2 sales department staff from Media Prima and also a HR officer. The reason because is I use this method. I'll have a face-to-face moment, and with the interview I have an in-depth understanding of how the communication structure and everything works in the organization. So, my research question. Does the organization use intranet as a means of communication in the organization? What are the disadvantages of using intranet and some of the advantages of using intranet? Is the organization hierarchy structure is affected by using the new information technology? Whether is it a top-down classical approach kind of thing, whether it's top-down management, or is it a flat line? So do the employers deliver all sorts of messages via intranet as an overall media, or only selected messages? So I'm going to now talk about my assignment tree. So my assignment tree, basically the weekly journals. The weekly journals would be, for my portfolio, will be based on this following things: summary of class lectures, summary of readings provided, class tutorials, group discussion, class presentation and activities, literature reviews, for instance, journal books, and etc. Topic 1, I choose, is the topic that I chose for my essay number 3, for assignment 3, sorry. Some of the points of discussion to answer topic 1 are this following: what is the definition of hierarchy power in an organization? How does this affect employees as opposed to using human relations and resources? Comparing the productivity of employees under the classical approach in contrast with the human relation and human resources approach. And also, how is this method effective? Is it an effective method of communication and decision making? What are some of the alternatives that could replace this classical approach? So that concludes my presentation, Ms. Catherine. Thank you.